So some lad on Threads challenged me to make a project in Logic Pro X using only stock plugins. And I did it, and it was awesome, but it was a huge learning curve. But there was one thing that really surprised me. I'm still shocked. I can't get over it. So come with me, and I'll tell you all about it. All right, so this is my track. Pretty fat. So starting at the top, I just got three main buses. Got my drums, which is drums. Got tonal, which is everything except drums. And I got a pre-master bus, which is just used for a little bit of volume automation before the drop. It's essentially just the entire track. And I've just dropped the volume by 4 dB right before the kick hits after the main drop. These two buses up here, they're just, it's one so I can control, like keep track of like how much, like the summing of all the other parts going through there, whether it's clipping or not. And also it helps me automate. So when I automate just the drums, or if I want to automate just the tonal stuff without drums, so that's what that's for. And they're all going to some effects buses up here. I got a short verb, a long verb, short delay, long delay, and for that I'm using chroma verb for the short and the long, and I got the stereo for a short delay, and I'm using this echo for a long delay just there. All right, so back up to the kick. I flogged this kick from a track that I love. So let me show you what it sounds like. What I did, I just I EQ'd off the top end, so if you listen to it as it is, like the kick by itself, you can hear the artifacts in the top end there from the original tune that I stole it from. Sorry, that I sampled it from. So I rolled off the top end. And then this other kick is from a sample pack from Artist Kicks, and it's by Audio Tent. And so this is a kick from Effect, which I love. It's one of my favorite kicks that I use quite often, but in this case I'm just using a transient from that kick. So rolled off all the bottom end, and this is the kick, how it sounds, which I love. It's just so fat. So that's the kick. Then I have my tops, and this is everything like percussion wise, like claps, hats, shakers, and other percussion. So for these I'm using mostly Vengeance samples. Vengeance Essential Club Sounds Volume 1 for the snare and the two claps. It's these guys. And they're just using Quick Sampler, loaded up in a Quick Sampler with an EQ. You'll notice on every channel I got a tape delay as well. That's just acting as a clipper. Tape delay, believe it or not, has a built-in clipper just here. So if you turn the feedback down and delay time down, then you're left with this section, which is a clipper, so you can turn your clip threshold down a little bit if you need to shave any transients, which is a very neat little thing tucked away. There's actually a few other clippers in Logic Pro, but I'm not going to go into those right now. Okay, next is hi-hats. So in here I've got a few things. I got this top loop. Then I got this hi-hat open hat. Then I got this closed hat. And layered with that, I got this other one. So what I've done is I've got the main hat, and then I've got the other one, but I've just rolled off the transient there, so it gives it a little tail end. That's a trick I learned from Dowden Production Academy. He's got a great channel. So if you haven't heard of that, go check it out if you're into progressive house. And next is my 16ths. That's that. So all together again. All right, and then I got shakers. Shakers. Two of these shakers are from Logic Pro. So in here, you can search sounds, and there's all sorts of sounds here. And in this case, I'm using percussion. Wait, where was I? Hang on. Here we go. Okay, so shakers. And this is, it's in an electronic drum kit somewhere. There you go. Got a bunch of shakers in here. And in this case, I'm using Analog Architecture and Shadow Zone. And this is how they sound. So I got one shaker doing these ones. Then I got one shaker doing this. So actually 2 shakers doing that. And then I got the 16th shaker, and that's just I got it panning. I've used the tremolo as an auto panner, so I just slowed down the rate. Why is that not panning? It used to pan. Damn it, what happened? Okay, so it's not panning. That's not panning. It's supposed to be panning. What happened? Hang on, let me check something. Over here. I must have a mono switch going on somewhere there. I don't know where. Anyway, that didn't quite go as planned. Maybe it's here. No, that's stereo. Okay, doesn't matter. It was panning, but obviously it's not anymore. So that's the shaker. Then next I have this percussion. Again, these are all Vengeance samples, Essential Club Sounds Volume 1. And I got this boop thing. And this squelch. Then this finger snap. And this wide kiss thing. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. So this is how the drums are. Solid. All right, moving on. We've got the bass. This is the bass layer. Made up of 3 things, 3 instruments. I got a sub layer, which is just the quick sampler. And what I've done, I've rolled off the top end because it's there's nothing there anyway. So just like, oops, it's that. So if you load up the quick sampler and you don't load anything into it, it's just a sine wave, right? So it just sounds like this, which is pretty unexciting. But I use the distortion, Logic's distortion. I'd normally use Decapitator at this point, but in lieu of that, I've got this distortion, which did a pretty good job. I just got it on the drive, turn the tone up a little bit, and just 4.5 dB drive. So this is what it sounds like. And then without. So way better. Just like helps it cut through the mix a bit more. That's the sub. Then I got this acidish rhythm. So it's emulating a 303 because I don't really like Logic has a the monophonic something on here, 303 emulator on here, but I don't really like it. But I like this. This is a preset by, I forget what his name is, but his initials are DW. And he made this preset, which is pretty cool. Sounds like that. And on that, I just have a ton of automation, like just adjusting like the resonance and the filter cutoff and the envelope decay. So there you go. That's just adding movement throughout the track just to make it a bit more interesting. Then next I have the FM bass, and this is the first instance of alchemy that you're going to see today, first of many. This is the FM bass. It's a preset called Deep Techno Bass, and it's awesome. It's got all these different modes on it, and I've just like added a bit of automation, just like touching these little. I think I was automating the FM depth just here. So this is what. Hang on. This is what it sounds like. Oh yeah, just a little bit there on the FM depth, just to give a bit more movement. So, yeah, the bass and the drums all sound like this. Which is super fat. I love it. Okay, Moving on, leads and pads. I got this Dream Voice. This is another Alchemy patch. It's it's called Dream Voice. It's a synth pad in there, and it sounds lush AF. It's great. That's not it. That's it there. So you'll notice it's like pulsing a bit. I got everything like sidechained around the kick just using the standard Logic compressor sidechained to the Audio 1, which is the Phantom kick that I got up here. And I'm using a Phantom kick because I have this in the breakdown and I don't want the pads using that pattern ducking around the kick fill. So that's why I got a Phantom kick just in these parts. And all that is just audio, kick audio with that's been muted. So that's all that is. Anyway. Oops. Oops. Okay. So that's the Dream Voice. Then I've got a big old reverb on that as well, which is nice. Then I got this lead saw, which is like super cool, like really nostalgic sound. Got some echo on here, and again just ducked around the kick using the sidechain compression. Then I have it's called Trance Lead Designer, and this is it. It's like a trance sound from like years ago. But super cool. And I've just automated this little section here, so like the perform pads. So all I've got is just a little bit of movement just to make it a bit more interesting. You'll notice this. There it goes. Just to give it a bit more interest. Not too much, just like touching a little bit, right? Then I have this other massive bass patch. It's called Slow Swirl Bass. I just named it Blair because that's the noise I'm using. Sounds like this. You'll see. Blair. And then I got another one here. It's just rolled off the tops over this side. Then down here I've got this thing called Crackle Pad. I forget where I got this from. I think it's an Alchemy one. It's one of the rhythmic pads in there. I forget which one it is. I just called it Crackle Pad. And I recorded it because I intended to do more with it, but actually I didn't do anything with it. I just left it as it was, ducked it around the kick. I had some step effects on there, but in the end I didn't like how it sounded, so excuse me. So I took them off, and now it's just that's got a little bit of delay on it, I think. Oh no, some reverb, that's it. Then next I got this riser. I got 4 instances of Alchemy using the same trance patch, and just a different sound. So it's on. That's it there. And I've got 4 instances. So like, I've automated in the automation in here. I've automated the pitch bend wheel, like the pitch bend here. So there it is. So it goes. That's a riser, and then on the outside over here, I've just got gain plugins on them. So I've automated the volume just to fade them in a little bit, and then as the next one comes in, I fade the first one out, and so on and so, like after 4. So it sounds like so it creates this endless riser. And that's a little trick I learned from Underdog Audio. He's awesome. So check him out as well. And then finally on the bottom here, I got a white noise. I'm just using a stereo delay to get some Haas effect to widen it a little bit. So to do that, you just like turn the tempo stick off. Then you just use one channel. So in this case, I've used left. And then all you got to do is just turn the delay time down, feedback time down, and then you get, so that's wide. That's, hang on. Yeah, it's all mono for some reason. What's going on over here? I know what's going on. It's not mono. It's this thing again. Alright. Alright, so, there we go. It wasn't mono after all. It was just my headphone cable unplugged. Okay, so, yeah, with the Haas effect on, and then off. There we go. Alright, so, and then I gotta build up, massive build. So there it is. There's one thing that I want you to take notice of is this. Have a look at this CPU. When I'm playing this, watch. Hardly even moving the bar. Like, I'm running a 2016 Intel Mac, and I've got so much automation going on, and I've got so many instances of Alchemy, and they're all on ultra settings. Like, look here, like the best sound quality, and like so much, like I said, so much automation and stuff going on, like so many instruments, and yeah, the CPU is hardly even like, the little bar up here is hardly moving at all, which is just crazy to me. Alright gang, well that's the project that I made using Logic Pro's stock plugins. Hope you like it. I like it. If you did, let us know and I'll get you a copy. I'll hook you up. And yeah, like let me know what your favorite plugins are, because mine are hands down RetroSynth, because it's just so easy to use. And a close second is Alchemy, which is not easy to use, but sounds awesome. I love it. So them are two favorites, but what are your favorites? I didn't use the ES2. I didn't use a bunch of synths in there actually. There's heaps more. So I'm keen to hear what you use on the regular in Logic. And this is an old version of Logic too. This is like, I think version 10.7 or something. It's like 2023, because I'm running an old Intel Mac from 2016. So I haven't updated to the latest version. But yeah, let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next episode of whatever I'm doing. Have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.